yeah. Hey, Tama. Oh, yeah. Hey, Tama.
Good morning, Bulldogs fans. My name is Patric Seals, and welcome to the SEC Week 7 wrap-up, man. It is Sunday morning. It is the third Sunday in October, man. We just had a beautiful, beautiful day yesterday in college football world, man. So let's not waste any time and get right to it. So, of course, the number one team in the nation to defend the national championship. That's right. Them Georgia Bulldogs, they took on Vanderbilt, where they had their second blowout of the season. I'm sorry, their second shutout of the season. That's right, their second shutout of the season. The Georgia Bulldogs beat Vanderbilt 55-0. Stetson Bennett had 24 completions for 30 attempts. He only had 6 incompletions. He had 289 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, man. That's right, Georgia Bulldogs, second shutout of the season, man. And it's just gonna get better from here because the SEC is stacked, man. We only had 6 games this week, but we still got so much to talk about. So Auburn took on Ole Miss, where Ole Miss is still undefeated. Ole Miss won 48-34. Ole Miss had 448 team rushing yards. They had 3 team rushing yards. They had 3 players with over 100 yards rushing yesterday. That's right, Ole Miss is still undefeated. And guess what? Alabama isn't. Let's talk about it, man. Alabama lost yesterday to Tennessee 52-49, man, with Jalen Hyatt had 6 receptions for 270 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns. The third Saturday in October did not disappoint yesterday. They had over 100 yards. They only had 100 points yesterday. That's amazing. This dude, Hayden Hooker, he went off on Alabama. They could not be stopped, man. But I tell everybody now in the SEC, everybody should be worried about a vindictive Alabama team. Because as we saw in this game, they were down 28-10, and they came storming back with a vengeance. And they almost won. They almost did, until Nick Saban decided to throw the ball and kill some clock a little bit. But the Tennessee kicker kicked the knuckleball right over the field goal, and the Tennessee fans stormed the field. They took the field goal, and they took it with them home somewhere. That's college football, baby. Alabama versus Tennessee, 3rd October and Saturday, man. Oh my God, that was an amazing game. This dude, Bryce Young, he's a beast. This Alabama versus Tennessee game, it was a lot of future NFL players in this game, man. Neither team should be mad about the outcome of that game. They played their tails off, and they played with heart and compassion. And Alabama and Tennessee are definitely going to be problems for Georgia coming up. Tennessee, more specifically. I'm debating though if I'm going to do a live stream for that Georgia versus Tennessee game, because we'll be playing at Athens. Both teams will probably be undefeated because right now we have a bye week coming up. Then after that, we have Florida and Tennessee. The rest of the season is SEC from here on out for Georgia. But for the most part, man, I think Tennessee, that's going to be a dog fight.
I better go here, huh?
It's going to be the most anticipated game of the season for Georgia so far. It's been the most anticipated game of the season for Tennessee. They knocked off Alabama, and now they rolling high, and they're going to come into Athens and get their skulls crushed. That's right. I'm calling it now. Georgia's going to beat Tennessee 3 weeks from now. You can mark my words. You can say this video because Patric Seals said it. They might beat Alabama, but Alabama is no Georgia. I tell you that. They are not the 2021 national champions. I tell you that, so be prepared, Tennessee. Arkansas took on BYU, where Arkansas won 52-35. KJ Jefferson had 29 completions for 40 attempts. He had 367 yards passing for 5 touchdowns. Raheem Sanders had 15 carries for 175 yards rushing. He was averaging 11.7 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. This dude, Raheem Sanders, I don't care what anybody says. Whatever happens to him, I want him to come to the Atlanta Falcons once he enters that draft. So, LSU took on Florida. Well, Florida lost. That's right. It was a great weekend for Georgia all around. Alabama lost. Florida lost. It was just a great day. LSU won 45-35, where Jaden Daniels had 23 completions for 32 attempts. He was averaging he had 349 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, man. LSU get back in the win column after last week. They have a rivalry now. LSU versus Florida have a rivalry now. Ever since Shoegate, it's been a rivalry now in LSU versus Florida. Mississippi State, the last game of the week, Mississippi State took on Kentucky, where I don't even know who won this game. I just know Chris Rodriguez had 30 carries for 196 yards rushing, and he was averaging 6.5 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I didn't even write down who won this game, but I'm going to assume Kentucky won this game because Mississippi State is not worth 2 nickels or anything. But back to this Alabama versus Tennessee game, man. Alabama hasn't lost to the Vols since 2006 where they lost 16-13, man. That is the big talking point of the week. Tennessee knocked off Alabama. Now they walking around with their chest all high and mighty.
I better go here, huh?
Until they roll into Athens in between those hedges and they get humbled and brought humility. Humility is what they're going to get. Come see Georgia 3 weeks from now. I might be doing a live stream on that game because we both going to be undefeated. It's a lot going on in the SEC, man. We talking football, man. I'm excited. You excited? It's Sunday night. The Falcons play today, man. My name is Patric Seals. Y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know how your team did this week because my team did amazing. Second shutout of the year. 55-0 Vanderbilt. Alabama, that's how you beat up on Vanderbilt. I'm going to show y'all how y'all been struggling against our little brothers. Y'all struggled against Vanderbilt. Y'all going to struggle against Tennessee. We're going to show y'all how. We're going to show y'all how to beat Vanderbilt. And I'm going to show y'all how to beat Tennessee. Like, subscribe, share, comment. My name is Patric Seals. I'll see you when I see you, man. Peace.